Center marks must be perfect, or the vase wobbles forever.
It'll explode on the next pass.
Onyx is special because light acts. That reflection, that's a perfect polish. Last buff. No streaks, no mercy.
This started as a rough onyx marble boulder and ends as a luxury vintage vase. Watch the entire transformation, step by step.
Most people don't know the veins decide the shape, not the other way around.
This is the moment the onyx wakes up. Every cut is controlled, or the stone cracks.
And yes, these ship out like luxury glass, even though it's stone.
Don't blink. The next step is where most vases fail. Welcome inside a modern onyx workshop built for precision. Onyx dust and spinning stone demand real PPE. First rule, verify guards. Verify coolant every time. Wet cutting keeps dust down and the water gets recycled. Startup checks catch cracks before they become disasters. Cutting, turning, hollowing, polishing, all in one flow. It starts here. Raw banded onyx arriving by the ton. Every block gets weighed and logged for traceability. Water reveals the true pattern before a single cut.
Hairline cracks get flagged now, not after hours of work.
Cleaner bands go to luxury pieces. Cloudy stone becomes smaller goods.
One vase always traces back to one exact onyx block.
Stored on pads to avoid microchips that ruin the rim later. Loose grit causes blade chatter. Chatter causes cracks. Nothing gets wasted. Offcuts become smaller stone products. Wet cutting creates slurry. Filtration keeps coolant clean. This one block will become a single vase.
The cut plan follows the veins to keep the vase strong.
First, the block gets locked down like a surgical patient. Diamond cuts the onyx. Water stops heat from cracking it.
The feed rate is everything. Too fast, it fractures.
Now we create the blank that will go on the lathe. Center marks must be perfect, or the vase wobbles forever. Heavy stone. Millimeter alignment. Rough turning carves the silhouette in minutes. Each pass removes microns and exposes new bands. Smooth carriage motion prevents chatter marks.
This is where vintage shape is born. Belly first, then neck.
If the wall gets too thin here, it'll explode on the next pass.
Diamond coring removes the center cleanly. Depth control matters. Too deep, you punch through the base.
Now we hollow it without cracking the belly.
The inside must mirror the outside for strength and balance.
We step down the grit, rough to refined.
The rim gets widened in tiny passes to avoid chips.
Spindle load and vibration tell you when the stone is stressed.
Hear that? Too much vibration. We slow it down and save the vase.
Now the outside gets its final vintage curves. This shoulder transition is the signature of high-end pieces.
A stable foot keeps the vase from rocking, even on glass tables. If it's a handled vintage style, the handle is planned before polishing.
The join surface gets textured so the adhesive can bite.
Veins are matched, so it looks like one single stone.
Onyx is special because light actually travels through it.
Coarse scratches become micro scratches, then disappear.
Sanding removes tool marks, so polishing can actually work.
The inside rim gets polished too, because hands will touch it.
Polishing compound is where the gloss is born. One pass and the stone turns into glass.
Critical rule: keep it cool. Heat can microfracture polished onyx.
That reflection, that's a perfect polish.
Residue off. Clean stone. Pure shine. The seam gets erased until it looks carved from one piece. Sharp edges are luxury killers. We soften them perfectly.
This is the payoff. The veins come alive.
Even the air looks different when the polish is perfect.
Sealer locks in color and protects the polish. If the base isn't dead flat, the vase never feels premium.
Last buff. No streaks, no mercy.
Now we pack the stone like it's fine crystal.
The rim gets its own protection first. One bad drop can ruin weeks of work. Reinforced seal. Corners protected. Ready for the real world.
Every box gets a batch code for tracking.
This part is weirdly satisfying, and it stops pallets from shifting. palletized like luxury goods. Because that's what it is. 2 loose shifts, 2 tight crushes, perfect tension only.
This is where premium becomes shipped.
One clean lift, and it's headed to the warehouse.
Quality control starts with light. Light shows every flaw.
A single rim chip means it fails. No exceptions.
Weight confirms wall thickness stayed consistent.
The sealer gets tested for gloss and resistance.
If it passes QC, it's cleared for shipment.
Filters and sensors prevent the one thing that ruins everything: a sudden crack.
Final step, loadout. Smooth, slow, controlled. Secured so nothing shifts on the road. From raw onyx to luxury vintage vases, shipped worldwide.
Want more satisfying stone transformations? Subscribe. Next one's even crazier. Want more satisfying stone transformations? Subscribe. Next one's even crazier.